Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It wouldn't be an occasion of the bold and the beautiful if a Logan and a Forester weren't doing battle with one another. And occasionally, people say effects in the heat of a moment that they might not utter if they had time to more precisely parse their words. Rather, they open their mouths and, in some cases, leave us relaxed-jawed at what came out. That was surely the case when Hope was trying to save her fashion line during the occasion, which vented on Monday, June 3rd. It's no secret that these two ladies aren't exactly BFFs. Sure, they've had the periodic check fire, during which they reflect on how much easier life is when they re-getting on. But like Brooke and Taylor before them, any declared armistices are inescapably temporary. This week, Hope is doing everything in her power to move Steffy that she shouldn't cut the hope for the unborn fashion line. The Golden has refocused out the irony of her master/rival using rising deals to defend the cut when it was Steffy who induced lead developer Thomas to skip City. Hope has also correctly refocused out that Zend, R.J. and Luna, fresh from having helped Eric craft a killer collection, are doing everything possible to pick up the slack at HFTF. Valid points one and all. But also on Monday, she made an argument that it just doesn't hold water. Worse, it's the kind of thing you'd anticipate an entitled person to say, whether with or without the tone mindfulness to realize how entitled they sounded. In the case of Hope, it was her argument that her line should be saved because of her mama's benefactions to the company. Numerous observers were impeccably willing to give Brooke credit for playing a veritably big part in Forester's success, especially when it came to her contriving the belief formula. But they baffled at the notion that Brooke's achievements meant Hope should be allowed to continue her profit-stinking line. Others refocused out that Hope was being downright discourteous in suggesting that the Foresters in general and Steffy in particular had, in substance, done nothing to keep the company profitable in recent times. You can't, still, have a battle like this without both sides having sympathizers. In this case, numerous refocused out that it was Steffy who managed to wrest control of Forester Creations from Bill who bought it when Eric defaulted on loans, by blackmailing the Spencer primogenitor. Eventually, it was decided that Hope's line would be given 1 quarter to ameliorate its figures or be removed. This would not, still, mean that the Logans are no longer part of the company, especially with Ridge poised to make Brooke the kind of offer that will make her an important player and no doubt see her butting heads again with Steffy. The bold and the beautiful spoilers suggest commodity that some critics presumably knew all along. The bold and the beautiful spoilers Hope has no gift as a developer, and that's Hope Logan might not be the most talented developer in all of Forester Creations. Sure, she has the credentials. But it seems like without Thomas Forester by her side, her line Hope for the future is a complete failure. But now that Thomas and Hope are no longer together, it makes no sense for him to continue putting in his blood, gashes, and sweat into a line that belongs to Isaac's girlfriend. And unfortunately for Hope, it's failing. The one person who knows that the utmost of course is Steffy Forester. Hope thinks that Steffy just has a vendetta against her, but verity be told the line just isn't dealing as well as it did when Thomas was at the helm. Yet Hope doesn't see it the same way. She thinks that Steffy just wants to lay off the line because she wants to discipline her for breaking Thomas' heart. What's coming on B&B? But that isn't the case at all. Hope just can't design a line unless someone is helping her with all of the heavy workload. Now, whether or not Hope for the future is going to survive remains to be seen, but for now that future is looking enough bleak. Don't you agree? Hope Logan is going to have to do further than just cry and pout in order to keep it alive. She's going to have to put in some serious work in order to keep the line from dying at Forester Creations. But at this point, it seems like Steffy has made up her mind. Hope Logan doesn't have a future. It goes without saying that B&B suckers will have to tune in each and every day to find out what will be next. The Bold and the Beautiful charade weekdays on the CBS network. Check your original rosters for times. Tell us, celebrating the detergent suckers, what do you suppose of all the buzz in this story? Let us know by dropping us a line below. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, June 3rd indicate that Hope Logan and Brooke Logan fight to save Hope for the future. Lee Finnegan tries to stop Bill Spencer and Luna Nozawa's DNA test. Could Thomas Forrester save the day, air the line? Hope Logan fights to save her line. Steffy Forrester is out to get Hope in any way she can. Steffy has formerly caused Hope's lead developer to pack over and leave the country. Now Steffy is trying to shut down Hope's apparel line as well. Hope isn't going to take this lying down. Steffy says this is about business, but Hope knows it's more. Can Hope stop Steffy from shutting her down? Hope has turned to Brooke to help save her apparel line. Can Brooke come through for Hope, or will she lose her line after all? Maybe if going over Steffy's head doesn't work, a well-placed call to Paris just might do the trick. Imagine how Thomas would reply if he knew that Steffy is trying to kill the line he has put so important time into. B&B spoilers. Lee Finnegan interferes. Lee has appointed herself judge and jury when it comes to Poppy Nozawa and her son Luna. Lee doesn't agree with Poppy's life and believes she's beneath her. Lee is floored at that study of Bill being Luna's father and doesn't want him to take this DNA test at all. Lee will no way be suitable to get relief of Poppy and Luna if Bill is Luna's father, and she wants them both out of LA. Since the test isn't being done at the sanitarium, Lee cannot tamper with the results to get relief of them. Still, Lee isn't just bullying Poppy and Luna, she's going up against Bill as well. Will Bill eventually put Lee in her place? The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Thomas Forrester to the deliverance. Steffy may suppose she's going to get relief of Hope for the future. Still, one call to Thomas could change all of that. Ridge Forrester doesn't like being caught in the middle. Ridge also knows if anyone can save the apparel line, it'll be Thomas, because he understands Hope's vision better than anyone. Steffy aloud. That getting Thomas out of city would cut his connection to Hope. Still, Steffy may be defeating her purpose when it comes to Hope for the future, because Thomas may decide it's time to pack up and leave Paris. Will Thomas return home to make this right for Hope, or is he over trying to please her? Tom told Sheila that he would talk to Cleric about their unique relationship and had learned how a missing toe had saved her life, making the day possible. Tom called it a noble day, with Deacon's son standing up for Sheila. At the door, a garçon told Finn that the dining room was closed. Finn looked in and saw the marriage unfolding. Sheila's eye met his, and she smiled. After shoving her bouquet into Hope's casket and arms, Sheila paraded, arms open, toward Finn. You came to my marriage, she said, hugging him and veritably happy that he would changed his mind and appeared that day. The confused Finn peered back at her.